Hello, my spiritual family, and welcome back to another installment of, you guessed it, what is going on in the human experience today, right now, in general. What's going on? Hey, I'm Catherine. Welcome back. I'm like, so much energy right now. I hope you're on my level. Today is February 22nd, 2022. Very high vibe number, very high vibrational day, hence the high energy. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so because of the high energies going on and around and through today, I felt very compelled and called to jump on and create a video about, you guessed it, you saw the title of the video, the world is changing. How is the world changing? Well, at this point, it should be pretty obvious there are a lot of changes going on in the world. We are nearly 2 years into our I'm going to use this term loosely, lockdown. It's been almost 2 years, you guys. Next month will be 2 years that most of the population has been, like, their lives disrupted. I mean, all of us, our lives have been disrupted. Jobless, like, needless to say, it's been rough, okay? It's been rough. The energies that have been shifting up until this point, up until today, because this is where we are right now, right here, today. Whenever you're watching this, right here, right now is when you're supposed to see this and the energy is lining up for you. The energies of this entire almost 2-year period have been crazy, so sporadic, so all over the place. At first, they were very heavy, very morbid. For, I want to say, at least the first 6 months to a year, very heavy, morbid energies. And now it's coming to a point where we all thought January, like, 2022 is going to hit. It's going to be the year for us. COVID's going to be a thing of the past. Like, screw it. We're all going to be on the up and up. This is it for all of us. And it seems like, because it is, getting worse. The energies have definitely shifted. The knob has turned quite a bit since January of this year. But instead of really heavy, morbid energies, it is a very, like, light and energizing and dramatic and transformative energy that is really flowing and, like, ebbing and just, like, taking hold in our lives right now. But what it is culminating into, I believe, in what I feel, and I'm sure my empathic friends out there and my highly sensitive peoples in my vibe tribe can also feel these energies. And if you don't have words to put to it yet, I hope this helps. I hope this helps you put words to what you're feeling as well, or at least put some sort of perspective on it. I just realized my little lamb is in there, and Charmander. They're enjoying the show. I hope you are too. Okay, so what I'm feeling that this is, like, charging up into, that these transformative energies from January, the way it is right now, like, it's in, like, a building up period, and then March onward is just going to be where the transformation happens. And what we're going to be seeing is a slow at first, but then dramatic and rapid decline of corporations and corporate structures, like highly corporatized structures, like, I don't want to name names, but like pharmaceutical companies and, like, big, like, high level things like that, because the people that keep those things running, us, the little guys, we are all, like, extremely poverty stricken right now. Like, there is a huge, like, imbalance. Like, this is not, it was imbalanced before, but we could at least sustain ourselves and buy food and pay our bills, pay our rent, whatever. But now, the majority of us, not just like a decent sized population of poor people that we all just turned a blind eye to, now it's turned more towards, like, such a large number of people, nearly all of us, I want to say, is what I'm feeling, nearly all of us are in a position where we are struggling severely to take care of ourselves, myself included. Like, I don't have any fucking furniture in this room because I can't afford furniture to put over there. Like, I'm barely squeaking by paying my rent right now. Like, furnishing this room, not a priority. I don't care. I've got a couch that you can see the corner of right there and this thing in my living room. That's it. And a cup and some books and barely fruit. Squeaking by. But you know what? Like that is the state of the world right now. And it is insane. And I thought for a while, like, it's just me. I'm having a real tough go of it. Like, this is just COVID hitting me really hard, even though I am very fortunate to have not gotten COVID through it. I have gotten sick. I have gotten like severely ill, not with COVID, but I've had other issues going on, which I'm finally starting to regain myself from. But I started working in a call center recently, and everyone I talk to from all over the country is in a very similar state. People are getting their credit cards compromised left and right. Their credit cards, their debit cards, like their bank accounts in general, compromised like all day, every day. I talk to people that need to change their credit card information on file because their information is being compromised. So this is screwing with people on top of people prioritizing, like, I need to take care of my pets, but now I don't have enough money to feed myself. Like, my mom is sick and I have to take care of her, but now I don't have enough time or money to go to my job to take care of this or do that or whatever. Like, we're all struggling on a very deep level in a lot of different ways that are new, like really intense, dramatic things that we are not used to dealing with, because the collective energy is really saying to all of us, like, the way that we had been living pre-COVID, not okay. Not okay. We're not putting up with that anymore. The universe was like, hell fucking no. This has been going on way too long. We're disrupting all of it. Shutting it down. Shut her down. It's over. It's done. We're screwing this all up. The monkey wrench thrown into it. Done. So what I see happening with all of this, we're all struggling. We're not going to be able to, we literally can't afford to sustain the corporations anymore. So we're going to see them slowly decline. We're already seeing a lot of companies not being able to meet their demands. At first we saw a lot of small businesses go under, which made the big guys, the big corporations be like, yeah, now more money's going to go in our pockets, but all those fucking people are broke. Who are they going to give their money to? They don't have any. They don't have any. Like, worst case scenario, they're just going to like scrape by paying a couple bills or their rent, maybe, if they can afford that. Like, there's no money left to really feed the machine. It's all being held by the 1% and whoever else is fortunate enough to have some money in their pockets right now. The universe is urging us to not live that way anymore. I feel like that's really what all of this is about. Pre the Industrial Revolution, we didn't rely on like one pharmaceutical company to supply everyone on the planet with medication. We did what we could with what we had, and that was usually like food or herbs, and that is the medicine given to us naturally by the earth, and we did pretty well with that. But that's a whole other story. The earth is medicine, but you get what I mean. So we are being urged to come back more, like to detach ourselves from the corporate veil, from the Wizard of Oz, man behind the curtain, the corporations, and to come back to ourselves. I almost had Cindy Lou Who. Oh my God. Who? Dorothy. Okay. Dorothy You're all Dorothys out there. The man behind the curtain is the corporation, and we are following the yellow brick road back home to ourselves. The yellow brick road leads to in here, to our heart spaces, and we are being urged to go inward, face ourselves more, detach and distract a lot less, give our time and energy to corporations that don't give a crap about us a lot less, and become more self-sufficient, live more sustainable, eco-friendly lives. The planet is in crisis. Aside from COVID and all that, like pre-COVID, we were already like rapidly obliterating the planet's health. The planet retaliated and was like, oh, you want to kill me? You want to kill me? Here's a pandemic. This is what you've been doing to me. Oh my God, I didn't even think of it that way until right now. But that's what's going on. This is the energetic retaliation of the planet in general. We've been destroying her, and now she's like, you need to feel what you're putting me through because you don't get it. You're not getting it. There are a few people out there advocating for me, but on the whole, you don't get it. You need to turn this around or you're all gonna die. Like, colonizing Mars is a cool concept, but we're just gonna do the same thing to another planet, to a whole other planet, if we don't learn how to switch the way we're doing things and take care of this planet, and to give a crap on the level to where we can turn around the damage that we've already done to this planet. We need to learn how to look at ourselves and really bring a lot of awareness to the damage we've been doing to ourselves, to our lives, and to the lives of the people closest to us, and be more conscious of how we're actually living our lives. I have seen a lot of people through this pandemic just quit their jobs, move into a van, and just travel, and they're more free and happier than they've ever been. Ever. There are people homesteading and creating permacultures and turning to growing their own vegetables instead of going to the grocery store and buying vegetables, because food is becoming scarce as well. We as people are being let down by all the systems that were put in place to really have our backs in times like this. We are all struggling for what? Like, what have we been working so hard to construct this whole time? And then the pandemic hits, we get a few stimulus packages to help us scrape by. And now it's just like, we're out on our own. We're on our own. So this is the time for all of us to come together that really care about the health of each other, the health of this planet, and the health of the generations to come. We don't want to create more and more generations of little narcissists just growing up and making money and destroying the planet even further. Like, that's not going to fly. Obviously, that's not going to fly, because that is not what's being allowed to happen anymore. The planet has spoken. She is pissed. She doesn't want to be destroyed anymore. She is telling us through this pandemic and through the energies that we've all been experiencing that everything is shifting and transforming. This whole month of February and up until like March 1st, I want to say, right now, January brought in the new energies. This month is the tightening of us being in the birth canal, the energetic birth canal, and we're feeling that pressure and that squeezing, but we are all being transformed and reborn again into a new generation of more conscious and more aware human beings. And that transformation, that transformative energy is going to continue and accelerate through the rest of this year. I already know that. I already feel it, and I'm sure you feel it too. And it is scary. It's big energy. It's huge. It's something none of us have ever experienced before. This is a first. So we need to really not just sit back and be like, oh, this will all blow over soon. No. This is when We need to really take action, take accountability for our own lives, and really transform with this whole process. This is not a time to continue to resist our own lives and our own futures and the future of the people around us. It's really not about us anymore. We need to look inward so we can be more aware of ourselves, but aware in the sense of how we're really impacting the people around us. If you own a business or are running a business, even like on a small scale, if you are running your own business, how are you impacting your community? How are you impacting your customers? How do your employees feel at the end of the day? Do they feel like they're loved and nourished and cared for by the person that they work for, or do they feel like absolute garbage at the end of the day? Like these kinds of like energies are expired. They're old milk. Just they're done. They're done. It's not flying anymore. This is why you see people quitting their jobs all over the place, because they're tired of it. They're tired of it. Just like the planet was tired of being treated like shit. We are too. That energy resonated with us. So with the pandemic came the energy to us. We're fed up. We are no longer tolerating less than we deserve. Neither is the planet. So the pandemic is a physical representation of us mistreating the planet, us mistreating each other, and it being absolutely in no way no longer acceptable. Moral of the story is, I'm going to wrap this up. I've gone off long enough, but moral of the story is, like, we are in a crazy period of human history that will never be forgotten. And we are being urged to really take action. Doesn't have to be on a grand scale. It can be just like within yourself. That is enough to have a ripple effect throughout the entire community. And that will continue to ripple through other people. They will ripple until it all just gradually transforms all the way around, all across the board, on every level, through everyone. We are all supposed to be lifting ourselves, if we can. If you are capable of lifting yourself up out of this I want to say like mud energy. It's like energetic mud. And if you can't lift yourself up, seek someone out that can help you. Get a therapist, or just find a community of high vibrational people and really take yourself out of your comfort zone. Trudge yourself through that energetic mud to get to those people, and together you will all lift each other up. That is what community is for. That is why we are actually social creatures, and we are supposed to have communities that are uplifting. That is what we are being called to do. We are being called to lift each other up. This is all about lifting each other up right now and being very heartfelt, sincere, genuinely compassionate human beings. No more of this smoke and mirrors bullshit. No more mistreating each other. No more taking each other for granted. No more neglecting ourselves. That's the worst one. That is the worst one. If you don't know how to love yourself, like really, like take a step back. If you have to take a step back away from like your family, your friends, society, like we have been given the opportunity, honestly, right now to really just like hermit in our holes, in our little apartments, houses, whatever. We have this unique opportunity to segregate ourselves if necessary, to wade through some of that muddy energy, but it's not a permanent thing. It is a temporary opportunity for us to really transform it and transcend the mud, fly through the air. We have been given wings. We just have to tend to them and clear the mud off of them so that we can fly to our highest heights and know what our true potential is, not only as individuals, but as a collective. So I would love some feedback. If this resonates with you, leave me a comment down below. If it doesn't, leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear what you're feeling. If you're an energetic being and you are feeling like, yeah, I totally see it. I definitely see this. Or if you want some support or something, you're going through the mud phase and you just need a little, like, I don't know how to do this. I could use some encouragement here. Like, let me know. I would be more than happy to offer some words of encouragement. I am a very nice person. I may look intimidating sometimes, but I'm actually really nice. As you can tell, I'm sure. Like, I have a huge heart. I really do. I love all of you. When I say that at the end of my videos, I really genuinely, deeply mean it. I have so much love for every human being, even if we have, like, in real life, if we have butted heads and had our differences, like, I still love you. I still love you. You still mean a lot to me because you exist, you belong. And because you exist, I love and accept you. No matter what stage of life you're in, I love you because that in itself is what we are here to do, to love each other. Loving each other is the only way that we are going to be able to lift each other up out of this thing. So with that said, I love you so much. I hope you are able to gain everything you need to through this pandemic. And if I can help in any way, offer some compassionate words or whatever, let me know in the comments. Reach out to me in the comments. Throw me a like on this video if it resonates. You don't have to. Don't feel obligated. It's cool. But until next time, I love you guys. Namaste.